Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel, and this is a review of Pieces of Her on Netflix. Hello, I'm Jonathan Glazier, I'm a TV director, and welcome to my YouTube channel, and this is a review of Pieces of Her on Netflix. Do subscribe if you like reviews and you like watching television. I'm a TV director, so it's a slight professional view, concentrating on the cinematography and the performances in the programs, although I direct game shows and light entertainment shows for a living. I also executive produce them. This is a review of Pieces of Her, which is on Netflix. Let's have a look at the main website, and here we go. It is currently standing at number 3 in TV programs on Netflix. And that's interesting in itself because it's under TV programs, because it's a series. It's 8 long. And we'll have a little look at the holding page with episodes and more info. And there we go. So you can see there that it is 8 episodes for the whole series. They're all on there. And it stars Toni Collette and Bella Heathcote and another girl called Jessica Barden. Toni Collette has been in lots of things, and it's called a mystery program, crime program, TV program based on books. So, and it's suspenseful and emotional, apparently, according to Netflix. Well, this is what I think about it. It's very interesting in that I started watching episode 1 and I was quite taken with it. It's an interesting premise of a girl who thought she obviously knew her mother, but her mother has been, for lots of reasons, because there's no spoilers here, leading a different life for the last some 20 years, I guess. And she's got a lot of secrets for all sorts of reasons. And the reason it's called Pieces of Her is because over the course of the series, the daughter, played by Bella, will obviously find out little pieces about her mother's life. And they're quite large revelations relating to all sorts of different things. And it's quite a shocking story. In general, it's not very cinematographic in the way that it's shot. It's very much of the kind of American TV drama kind of genre. I guess they probably didn't have a huge amount of time to shoot it. If you like watching things like Picard or even British stuff like Peaky Blinders, even Broadchurch and those sorts of things, this has a slightly sort of flatter quality to it. The directing isn't very stylish, I would say. There are interesting bits. The opening titles are interesting because you often see her kind of broken up by foreground, by lots of reflections, and it obviously splits her into pieces, different images or different parts of her on the screen, and that's obviously the Pieces of Her. This theme isn't really carried out. There's a couple of shots like that. Initially, I thought the acting was very good, but then we got into episode 6, and there's a last scene where Bella and Toni Collette, the mum and the daughter, are playing out a two-hander. And I have to say, Toni, who's actually a very good actress, I don't know if she just didn't believe the part or if she'd lost her belief in the part, but it absolutely smacked. And it was more of an emotional sort of heart-to-heart mother and daughter conversation. And you could drive a bus through it, particularly Toni's performance, I thought, which was a shame. And it really did start to feel a bit like an American TV drama. However, I did stick with it because I've invested 6 episodes worth, so I wanted to see it through to the end. And it was okay. It wasn't the best, and I would say it did tail off, and the emotional part came out. But to be honest, I have to ask myself, did I care that much? It wasn't that emotional, and it kind of, because it was delving into a sort of, if you like, the normal area of a mother-daughter relationship and honesty and caring for each other and all the rest of it, the slightly exaggerated reason that they were in this position to do with kind of high finance and people running for deputy president and vice president and all that sort of area, it sort of lost credibility, I think, and a little bit of believability. Although the subject that they were kind of skirting around, which is to do with corporate pharmaceuticals, is obviously newsworthy, maybe it just hit the wrong time. You know, we're all worried about other things, you know, the awful thing that's going on in the Ukraine and how it impacts all of us. And of course, the cost of living crisis, everything really. That the reason that this was happening seemed a little bit sort of yesterday's news, if I'm honest. Although it's a contemporary piece. I think it was, released in 2022. And there's only one season. I can't think that they'd make another one. In essence, I would say smack too much of an American made-for-TV drama. Not really very cinematographic. Not of the standard that we'd expect from Netflix. I also think, just as a general thing, I think Netflix is going to go down this road a lot more. Partly because not everything can be, you know, The Crown with a budget of however much million per episode. Some of the stuff does have to kind of normalise. Otherwise, like Apple TV, we'll only get 1 or 2 releases a season. And, you know, that doesn't hold people's attention and doesn't keep the subscription rates up for somebody like Netflix. Although it's number 4 in popularity, I'd be interested to see how many people actually stuck through to the end. I'm sure they did. But for me, not great. Probably a 5 out of 10. Okay, so that's this review. There'll be more, and there'll also be more behind the scenes of television programmes. I'm just about to embark on a big project in Singapore. So if you want to hear all about that and learn about it and follow me on the journey behind the scenes, do subscribe. Thanks a lot. Bye. If you want to hear more about the inside workings of television, or maybe you're looking at a career in television, there's some more videos, and all you have to do is subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can get all of that right here, right now.